guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Jenna's Artistry, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this really quick, very quick, super easy glam look just to get yourself out of the house and looking cute. But before we get started, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you are not subscribed, I don't understand, why are you not subscribed? Like, what's happening? Did you get lost along the way? Like, come on, let's not be silly. Click the subscribe, okay? Come on, don't be silly. Hey guys, so we're starting this video fresh-faced. Let's get into it. So we are just doing a really quick makeup look, but I thought I'd show you guys just a full tutorial of how I do my makeup from start to finish. So just before we get started, if you hear any sort of background noises of talking or drilling, it's because there is construction going on across the road from my house, and also my family's here and they love making noise. So I'm really sorry about that, but hopefully we can just focus on the video and have a good time, get ready. And yeah, hopefully I can do this in time so that I can actually go out whilst it's still sunny. So to start, I'm going to be using my Laminate Brow Pencil from Makeup Revolution. It's in the shade Granite. So let me try and do this so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So this is actually from XX Revolution. It's the Dimensions Face Palette. But I always just use the little mirror because it kind of zooms in. So I always start at the bottom, just lining the bottom up. And then I kind of just fill it in. I don't want my brows to be wherever there's kind of like gaps in the eyebrow, just kind of filling that in. Gap, edges, and now it's like filled in. We are ready. I always say if your brows are good, you're fine. So what I tend to do as well, it's not necessary for everybody, but it's necessary for me, is I tend to just put a little bit of Got To Be Glued in my eyebrows. Now this is because, oh gosh, it's actually like a funny, embarrassing story. But back in the day, I didn't put glue in my brows. I used to do my brows very heavily as well. And I kind of just used to do my brows and, you know, do the rest of my makeup and I'm good to go. And I remember one day, I was on the train and I was sweating. Like, when I tell you I was dying. Yeah, my face felt like it was melting and I was like, oh my God. And I went like that. You told me to do that. So my whole eyebrow was just annihilated, like within seconds. I don't know why I wiped my face. I just was not thinking. And yeah, my brow just came off. And then my friend was like, do you know, what happened? I was like, what? It's like, well, your eyebrow's missing. I looked at my face and I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm out in public. I didn't have my brow pencil on me, so it wasn't even like, oh, let me just go and draw it back on. I was like, this is the worst thing ever. So yeah, from that day on, it was just kind of like finding solutions to kind of like keep my brows in place. And then I came across this fact that, you know, if you put glue in your eyebrows, when it dries, your brows essentially like don't move. So I then started doing that, and that's when I came across Got To Be Glued, and I noticed that obviously it dries clear, which is what you want, so that you don't have any kind of flakes or any sort of nastiness, because some glues, some hair glues can obviously leave like that crust, which is what we don't want. So I've just carved out my brows with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. It's in 4W, and yeah, it just gives it a nice sharp edge. I don't conceal the top because it doesn't look good. Please don't do that. So yeah, I literally just conceal the bottom and blend it out and I'm good to go. So I'm just going to be taking the Super Base from Revolution. And I just kind of pop that on my eye. It's kind of like a white base. And that will help for when we start doing our eyeshadow. It just helps it pop a little bit more. You should always use some kind of primer or concealer before doing your eyeshadow, because if you don't, you're not going to get any color payoff. So yeah, it can be a white base, it can be your color. It should be something that's a little bit lighter so that you can actually see the color of the eyeshadow, but never not put anything. Like, you should be putting down some sort of concealer or primer before you do your eyeshadow. So as I said, I wanted it to be really, really simple makeup. So we're going to be taking this palette from the Nikki Lily collection. And it's just like a really cute nudes palette. So we're just kind of going to do something super, super simple just to kind of get us out the door, you know. So I'm going to be going in with this shade Hot Chocolate and a little bit of espresso as well. I'm just going to dust that all over the eye. And you kind of just want to blend as you go. You kind of like pack and blend. So then I'm going to be taking this shade and this shade. It's like a really nice shimmery pinky white shade. And I'm just going to be focusing that in the center. I'm then going to be taking the by Beauty Bay liquid liner pen. It just looks like this. And I think I'm just going to do like a really quick winged liner. So always starting from the bottom. I always do the bottom first and then join it in, as you'll see in a minute. So I don't know if I'm making sense right now. Go out to the desired length that you want the wing to be. And then draw it in. Your main focus is that you want the lines to be clean. Don't worry about inside the wing. That can be messy because you're going to fill it in anyways. But the top line has to be clean. And for this side, you just want to go from right on the inner corner and you just connect it up. Okay, so now that our eyeliner is done, I always put this out there. Mine are never symmetrical, but as long as the eyeliner looks cute, I'm good to go. You know, one looks completely different to the other. I don't care. Go in with our Be Perfect Dark Matter Lash Glue, and it has like a brush application, and what I do is I just brush it straight onto my eyelid so that I can just pop the lashes on straight away. It glues so much better. The glue dries quicker. It's just an easier process all around. So you just kind of take it and you just brush it on. Okay, so I'm just going to be going in with my Creator Revolution Showstopper Lash Book. And I just want kind of like simple lashes, so I think I'm going to go in with these. I always use a close-up mirror and I always use lash applicators. I don't really like applying lashes freehand. That just seems like an excellent way to have an accident. So I always apply it with a lash applicator and it's just a lot easier for me. As you can see, I was kind of like resting my hand on this. It just kind of keeps my hand steady. I'm going to be moving on to the face now that our eyes are done, our brows are done. So I'm going to be going in with the Candy Haze primer. It has ceramide, hyaluronic acid, rosehip oil, grapeseed and camellia oil and wild pansy extract. Ooh, it's got like this little whip effect, which is really cool. So I'm just going to be taking some on the back of my hand. I don't tend to use too much. I feel like one pump and a little bit is definitely enough. I'm just going to take a flat brush and just apply it. Okay, now that's on. It actually smells so nice. But anyways, we are going to be trying Revolution's new collection, the In Real Life filter. Now, I tried it once before just to do a kind of like wear test, because it says that it has a 16-hour wear, that it has a flawless finish, that it's breathable, that it's a soft matte finish and everything like that. And I was so surprised. Like, this foundation is amazing. It's only $9.99. It is sold in Superdrugs, so you know that you can find it pretty much anywhere. If you have student discount, NHS discount, that's obviously further discount for you. It is amazing. I think, let me try and like insert some pictures so you guys can see what it looked like. I did about an 8-hour wear test, so I'm gonna put that up, like the picture of when I first wore it and what it looked like after 8 hours. And you know what, I was very impressed. It's such a good foundation. The match is amazing. There's just the collection. Let me show you the collection. So this is all of the shades that they sent me. As you can see, they sent me about 10 different shades, ranging from the lightest to darkest for us black girls. And it is like, look, please, look at that. Absolutely amazing. Straight away, I knew 13.5 was my shade. Like, I didn't even bat an eyelid. I knew that this was the one for me. As you can see, it's been a little bit used. So yeah, let's get into it, because this is amazing. Just for you guys' information, it does have niacinamide in it, and it is vegan and cruelty free. So just in case, if you guys have obviously any issues with niacinamide, just to let you know, it does have that in here. So this is what the bottle looks like as well, just so that you guys can see. Has like the little sticker around here. It tells you the shade. Everything that you need to know is kind of like written on the bottle. So I'm just gonna shake it just a little bit, just to make sure that it's all there and ready. Just do 1, 2. I don't need as much on my forehead, so just like that. And just taking my foundation brush in R7, we're just gonna start blending this out. Look at that. In comparison to where all the hyperpigmentation is, as you guys can see, to that. Like, wow. Amazing. With the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite, is in the shade 12.5, which is actually in the In Real Life filter box. The shade, well, F12.5, but it's kind of similar. And I'm just blending this out with my sponge. So I always use my brush to do my foundation now, and then I use a sponge for my concealer and my contour. Okay, and just to add a little bit more brightness, I'm just going to go in with the Super Base, the smallest amount. I think this is where people are going wrong when this whole trend like broke out of using white concealer. People were either only using white concealer, or they were using it across like their whole face. The whole point is just to lightly brighten, so you shouldn't be using it all over your face. You literally only need the smallest amount that you just saw me use. That's enough. Look, that you literally can see it. That is enough. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with the other Conceal and Define my contour in C15. I don't tend to use a lot of contour, just purely because I don't want it to be like too dark. I just kind of want it to shape the face just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just taking my flat brush from Tarte. I'm just blending this out. Okay, so now I'm just going to be setting my face with the BH Cosmetics Totally Snatched Face Palette. This shade and this shade. Just kind of mix it together. And it's just to kind of lightly set everything. And then I'm going to go in with the Nikki Lily Better Than Coffee Cream Face and Lip Palette. And I'm just going to be going in with this orange shade here. One stroke. There you go. And just taking my R14 Super Dewy Stippling Blush Brush to blend that out. So now we are going to be baking with the Revolution Translucent Powder. So I always powder my face first just to set it, and then I used loose powder as like my baking. And then I'm just taking this little sponge. Well, it's not really a sponge, it's kind of like, I'm not really too sure. What do you call these? I actually don't. That's all we need to know. Now, one thing you do need to know about this powder is that it's quite strong. You don't need to, when people say like, oh, leave your powder on for like 5 minutes, I literally never do that. As soon as I've applied it, I'm brushing it off. So like now it's all been applied, it's off. Because I personally feel like that is long enough for me, because I don't want it to leave any sort of like cast across my face. So literally as soon as I apply it, it's coming off. And then just going back in with the Totally Snatch Face Palette to do my bronzing. Okay, and then just to finish, I'm just dabbing from the Dimensions Face Palette. And we're just adding some colour to the blush that we had laid down before. This is very, very pigmented, so you literally just need to tap it. I remember when I first got this, and it was a massive pink stripe across my face. It's literally just like that. And then you can build it up. Okay, so going back in with the Nikki Lily collection, what I noticed is when I first opened this, I thought, these clear shades, I wonder what it is. Because I was getting very confused, and I was like, it's not a blusher. So I thought maybe it's like a lip gloss. But I was like, this don't look right. And I thought, I wonder if it's a highlighter. And oh my god, so it's cream. Like it's, you know, it's a cream highlighter. But look at this. You would never realize, to be honest, because when you swipe it on your hand, there's nothing really there. But then, when I put it on the side of my face, look at that. It's so pretty. And it just kind of gives like a lightweight, glossy look. This is the lip gloss from the Nikki Lily collection. It has vitamin E and hyaluronic acid in it. And this is called Cafe Miel. It's such a nice like pinky orange sparkly shade. And then I'm going to go in with the Revolution Dark Brown Lip Liner to line my lips. I don't know if that was just me, but that was so bloody silent. Oh my god, like, there's been so much construction and noise going on throughout this whole time that I've been filming. And then as soon as I go to do my lip liner, it's like dead silence. I was like... Anyways, going in with the lip gloss, so it definitely has a really nice tint to it as well. It's really pretty. Just going in with the Coconut Restore Fixing Spray. Oh, it smells so nice. That is essentially my makeup done. Like, it looks so flawless. Revolution is the place. And you know what I like about Revolution is that you can find it in so many places. You could go on the Revolution website. You could go to Superdrug. You could go to Boots. You can go to Beauty Bay. Like, there's so many different places that you can find it. And it's so affordable. Like, honestly, if you don't have Revolution products, what are you doing? Okay, so that's the end of this makeup tutorial. I just got changed into a little bit of like brown tones. But yes, I absolutely love the finish. I hope you do too. I hope that it was informative for you, so you can see just to do how like a really quick and easy makeup look if you are in a rush and you just need to look glam to get out the house. This is definitely that. Thank you guys to watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you would like to see more from me, and I guess I shall see you in my next video. All right, I'll see you later guys. Bye.